Bom dia, sejam todos bem-vindos novamente. Meu nome é Sandra Azevedo e falo aqui de Tuiutaba, Minas Gerais. Vamos trazendo a nossa atenção para esse momento. Abrimos nossas mãos em direção a Shri Mataji. Tomamos a postura da meditação, coluna ereta, mãos relaxadas, ombros relaxados. Olhamos para a face de Shri Mataji. Fixamos nosso olhar no binde, essa pinta vermelha na testa. Inspiramos. Seguramos. E vamos soltando bem devagar. Repetimos mais algumas vezes. Inspirar, segurar e soltar bem devagar. E agora juntos, vamos elevar nossa Kundalini e dar os bandhas. Namastê. Nossa mão direita em direção à Mãe Terra. Nossa mão esquerda em direção a Shri Mataji. E a atenção em nosso Muladhara. Shri Ganesha, por favor, purifique nosso Muladhara. Fortaleça nosso Muladhara. Shri Ganesha, por favor, permita a elevação da minha Kundalini. Fortaleça a minha inocência. Purifique o meu ser e me faça uma pessoa sábia. Mantra Shri Ganesha. Tuameva Sakshat Shri Ganesha Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Deve Namo Namaha. Mãe, por vossa graça, eu sou a possante inocência de uma criança. trazemos nossa mão direita ao colo e hoje nós vamos dedicar a nossa meditação a venerar a nossa Guru Shrimati Nirmala Devi. Ontem nós comemoramos com as nossas celebrações o puja a Guru Shrimati Nirmala Devi, nossa Guru. E onde que está situado isso em nosso corpo sutil? Nós temos o void, que é ao redor, essa parte mole ao redor do nosso umbigo, no abdômen, né? E o void, ele é o oceano de ilusão, a evolução de todos os seres. Então, nós podemos fazer uma massagem ao redor do nosso umbigo, no void, enquanto cantamos o mantra Shri Adi Guru Dattatreya. Tuameva Sakshat Shri Adi Guru Dattatreya Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Deve Namo Namaha. E pedimos: Mãe, por favor, elimina qualquer ilusão sobre mim mesmo. Ajuda-me a cruzar esse oceano de ilusão e, por favor, torna-me o meu próprio mestre, o meu próprio guru. A principal qualidade do void é o Dharma, que quer dizer conduta correta. Então, mais algumas vezes vamos pedir: Mãe, por favor, faça de mim o meu próprio mestre. Abrimos nossos olhos e vamos cantar os mantras dos 10 mestres primordiais. Vamos lá?
Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Raja Janak Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Abraham Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Moses Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Zarathustra Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Confucius Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Lao Tse Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. Om त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री सोक्रेटिस साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माताजी श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः। ॐ त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री मोहम्मद पैगंबर साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माताजी श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः। ॐ त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री गुरु नानक साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माताजी श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः। ॐ त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री साई बाबा साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माताजी श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः। साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माताजी श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः।
Vamos fazer uma massagem em nosso Sahasrara com um pouco de pressão, sentido horário. E pedimos: Mãe, por favor, fortaleça a minha realização. Abre o meu Sahasrara e, por favor, sempre esteja em meu Sahasrara. Abaixamos as mãos, mantemos a atenção em nosso Sahasrara, observando as vibrações. Vamos abrir nossos olhos e assistir um trecho da palestra Guru Puja Cabela 1999.
Animals also think, but it is always conditioning. Whatever conditioning they have, accordingly they behave. But they don't have ego, that kind, as human beings have developed. So the gurus develop also a very bad ego. The first ego is, other gurus I have seen, they told me that we have done so much, we have worked so hard to achieve this state, and why should we give realizations to others? Or if they have got realization, then what have they done? Why should they get realization? It's become a comparison between their own state and how they have achieved it and how others have to achieve it. So they make all kinds of different torturing, troubling maneuvers. For example, they may make the disciple stand on his head, give his family up, do this, do that. They'll beat, they can beat also. They will make him stay in the water for a long time, making stand on one feet. Like this they punish. And the worst come to worst, they may beat with sticks or with stones. They are like that. They don't want to talk. They don't want to understand what another person has to say, or the ones who are seekers, how they should be treated. All this anger and all these things might have been all right before, but after the advent of Sahaja Yoga, you must know it is not necessary. It is not at all necessary to give any physical punishment to your disciple. Now, also the mental punishment to your disciple should not be given. Like people start saying all kinds of things to their disciple. Like say there's a leader, and the leader finds something wrong with the disciple. Then he goes on saying, now you are like this, your father was like this, your grandfather was like this, your great-grandfather was like this, and you are also like this. Or some sort of thing that will hurt him. By hurting a person, you are not going to help. Supposing while walking you are hurt, you can't walk. In your spiritual ascent also, if you are hurt, you cannot go ahead. So not to hurt people is very important. Once you go on hurting others, then you are not a good guru. You are not the one who is really being kind and understanding of the disciple. In Sahaja Yoga, it's a different thing altogether. Because you all have achieved Sahaja Yoga without doing any kind of penance, any kind of guilty consciousness, confessions, anything. Nothing. As you are, you got your realization. Nobody had to stand on their head, give up their husbands, wives, their families, this thing, nothing of the kind. As you are, whatever dress you are wearing, whatever conditions you are given realization. It's a fact. You don't have to pay for it. You don't have to exert yourself, don't have to do anything. Just you get it sitting down wherever you are. After that, this kind of a happening should prove to you that you have a power of love, of compassion. Out of your love you have given realization. We never realize that. Supposing we are anxious to give realization to people, we want to go to the villages, work there and give them realization. Why? Why do we do it? It is not for any fame, not for any reward or anything, but just out of the love that is in your heart, that you feel, why am I enjoying everything, why others are not enjoying? And so you go out of the way to help people, to get their realization. Now you have become a greater human being and you feel concerned. Others are getting ruined, they are going on a wrong path, they are doing wrong things. And that makes you feel very, very upset and you want to help them. And this understanding once you have, then you will know how to deal with the person with whom you have to behave like a guru. Mostly it is not necessary to say anything harsh to that person. At the most you can tell the mistakes that they are committing. But that too in such a soft manner that a person doesn't get any shock out of that. All these thing of attachments also. Now somebody has too much attachment, say for the family, for the wife, for the children or something. And once they come to Sahaja, still they have same amount of attachment. All right, doesn't matter. But how far they will go with that attachment, how long it will continue is the point. You should be detached. If I say you cannot be, it's a state. It's a state of mind when you are detached. But when it comes to doing something for them, you will go all out to help them. But you are not an attached person. Now, what is the description of an attached person? Attached person is always worried about the other person, goes on thinking about the other person, cannot think of Sahaja Yoga, only think of the people with whom he is attached. Then he is very sensitive, you can't say anything to his brother, sister or anyone, otherwise he jumps. Attachment is also with the name that he has. Supposing he has achieved a certain name, suppose, or some weak position, then what does he do? You can't challenge him anyway. You cannot by any words you can challenge him, because he is so identified with that. He thinks he is a big person who has achieved such a lot of positions in life. He is so much attached that he wants the Guru to pay respect to that attachment. Now, which is the way you can solve that problem? Supposing somebody is very much attached to his wife, say for example, then you should not discuss and argue with that person, not at all, because he is still coming up slowly up to this stage. Such a person is not absolutely a perfect Sahaja. So what do you have to do? If he is attached to his wife, let it be. But the divine will work it out. And he will realize that what he has been thinking, doing and taking decisions is all wrong. And once he discovered it himself, then he will get detached. But if you go on telling him anything and try to argue it out, it will never work out. So you must understand that as human beings, whatever we were, also as Sahaja Yogis, we have problems. And these should be slowly should be dissolved. Not by argument, not by saying things, but by love and compassion. If you have love for a person, you will be amazed, 99% people value love. This is the third quality of human beings, I should say. First is his inheritance, second is he thinks, and thirdly that he values love. Anybody who loves, the another person values that love. Because he thinks that this particular person is loving me, not my wealth, not my beauty, not my this thing, but he's loving me. And this idea of love, this is something that will get him completely detached from that person easily. How? It looks very funny that if you like somebody, if you love somebody, and then you should get detached. It's only possible in Sahaja Yoga. In Sahaja Yoga, your state of mind is such that you are absolutely detached and absolutely attached. Now, for example, now, say I have my daughter. So, I'm detached. I never telephone to her, I'm never bothered about her. Because in Sahaja Yoga, you know how is that person. If the vibrations are right, why should you telephone? Why should you talk to her? Why should you ask for anything? No need. Only on vibrations you will know how the person is. And so it will seem that you are absolutely detached. But when you will find the vibrations are showing or are indicating something serious about that person, what you will do, you will put full attention to that. Full attention. You put attention, but not attachment. So the attachment doesn't solve the problem. What solves the problem is attention. But when you are not detached, then your attention is attached attention. It's an attention that is not available to everyone, an attention that gets stuck, absolutely stuck into that person with whom you are identified. Try to understand. So to be identified with someone is not actually what we can say paying attention to that person. And then your attention will work. If you are of that level, whenever you put attention to that particular person who needs your attention, it will work. But if you are all the time wasting your attention on a person because you are attached to that person, your attention will be tired. It won't work out. It's a big, I should say, a paradox. That if you are attached to someone, then your attention doesn't work. And if you are not attached to that person, you do everything else. Now you have to give lecture all the time, give lecture. Then I have to do some cooking, I'll do cooking, this, that, and that. But all the time if you are thinking about that person, all the time you want to have connection with that person, it's not necessary. That person is all right. What is there to be so much worried about that person? After all, you have to do Sahaja Yoga, you have to do so many things, you have to raise Kundalini, you have so many. Now you are getting attached to one person somewhere. It's not a very good thing. By that kind of attachment, your attention also becomes useless, absolutely. So let the attention be free. Attention should not be bound by your attachments. Attention should be absolutely free. So it works automatically. Automatically. And you will be amazed, even if you do not pay attention, the attention will work it. It is such a great thing to have this spiritual attention, which is nothing but love. It will just act. You will be amazed how it acts.
O Ideal de um Guru Sábio, por Mahatma Gandhi. Somente um verdadeiro adorador de Deus, aquele que não é ciumento, que é generoso com todos e não tem nenhum egoísmo, que pode suportar igualmente o calor e o frio, a felicidade e a dor, que sempre perdoa, que está constantemente satisfeito, cujas decisões são firmes e tem a mente e a alma entregues a Deus. Aquele que não causa nenhum dano, que não tem medo dos outros, que está livre das excitações, das preocupações e dos temores, que é puro, é eficiente no trabalho e, apesar de tudo, não é tocado por este, que abre mão de todos os frutos de suas ações, tantas boas quanto as más, e trata os amigos e os inimigos da mesma maneira. Aquele que não é tocado nem pelo respeito e nem pela falta de respeito, que não se envaidece com os elogios e nem se deprime se as pessoas falam mal dele. Aquele que gosta do silêncio, da solidão e tem uma mente disciplinada. O yogi é aquele que possui todas essas qualidades refletidas em sua vida e é capaz de ver o sol em meio a uma furiosa tormenta. Aquele que enfrenta as dificuldades e a morte, que atravessa o campo de batalha ou se aproxima dos assassinos, com a mente tranquila e equilibrada, e cujo espírito está tão cheio de júbilo que até os trovões o fazem adormecer. A nossa meditação está terminando Vamos juntos elevar nossa Kundalini e dar os bandhas. Namastê. Obrigado a todos pela companhia e um excelente dia a todos. Até a próxima meditação. Jai Shri Mataji.